Alright guys, and the video you have all been waiting for, AP Physics 1. This course, oh my, literally I cannot explain, like this course genuinely had, I think it's, I'm not gonna blame it all on this course. I think it's because I decided, like a stupid person, that I wasn't gonna follow the route that all my other sophomores were doing, which was chemistry this year. And I was like, I'm gonna just go the different route and let's just do AP Physics 1 this year because it's algebra based. I love math. I know math. I'm gonna just do it's just algebra. Can't be that bad. Oh my goodness. This course had me genuinely, the homework was not bad. The math is not bad. The problem is you don't know what you're supposed to do. You don't know what the heck you're supposed to do. You see a question, you're reading it, you're like, what? If you have a ball and you're gonna throw it at an angle, but let's just pretend that the angle exists outside of Earth and you chuck it under and the air. I don't understand how this class is very teacher-based. My teacher was not good at teaching this. She was the nicest person of all time, but she was not good at teaching. I don't know why. You focus on motion, kinematics, that's what it's called, forces, and energy, momentum, and fluids at the end, which is not that bad. But this class, I apologize if this video is too long. I have a lot to say about this. I was put into a class with all seniors. So, I mean, I guess I made a lot of senior friends, if that's, it's sad seeing them go, but there's a lot of real world problem solving. But what I mean by this is you're getting a lot of scenarios that would never happen in real life, right? You'll be like, friction is negligible. Imagine you have this. Imagine you have a very solid disc that weighs nothing. Imagine ice has no friction at all. Imagine this, imagine that. This, neglect that. So it's real world problem solving, but it's basically theoretical at that point. And it's stuff that you will never eventually have to use. AP Physics 1 is not as important as AP Physics C. That I'm planning to take senior year. Yeah, it's not math hard. It's just that you don't know what you're supposed to do. So if you can lock in well enough in this class and actually study properly, you might struggle, unless I'm just really that stupid. But I'm gonna just say this right now, it's very teacher-based. Very, very teacher-based. You have to understand concepts more than just memorizing formulas. And now, memorizing formulas brings me to another main topic. For this class, you are given, and it's also during the AP test, but also during your class, you're given a formula sheet, right? It has like tons of formulas. There's a lot of formulas on that sheet that will help you, sort of, right? You have to take, sometimes the formula you're supposed to use isn't even on there, right? There's theorems that you have to memorize that aren't even on there. But what we do in this class is we don't use those formulas straight up most of the time, like 90% of the time. It's not just like, oh, I got this value, let's just plug it into the formula, and boom, we got our missing one. Nope, You have to take that formula, sometimes even take another formula that you just have to know, or it's also on that sheet, right? And you have to combine them and mix them in some sort of way, and you have to create your own magical little formula. It's so confusing because you don't even know how your formula makes sense sometimes. How does mass not have any necessity in the outcome of this problem? If I took something with this small of a mass and something gigantic with a mass, it would have the same velocity. The best thing that helped me understand this type of stuff was labs, right? Using real world, it's just experiments in physics. So that helped me to an amount. But sometimes it just makes no sense and you just kind of have to go with it. The FRQs that you're given are very challenging. They're very challenging, but they're all basically the same. I don't know how to say it. The FRQs are challenging, but if you understand the format of how they go on the AP test, which you'll be given a lot of practice, you'll be fine at knowing like, oh, I've seen this before. I think I know how to do this, but you still have to understand the physics concept, which is not easy. Another thing with this class, you have to draw a ton of diagrams. Now, free body diagrams are something you'll learn. They're very easy. They're honestly kind of fun to draw, I'll be honest with you. Free body diagrams are fine. When I started cramming for this course, like the last month before the test, I started understanding things way easier. I don't know why kinematics was my issue. That's really easy for a lot of people, and it's probably going to be easy for you. It was an issue for me, right? So after I started learning it like the last month, something just clicked for me. My seniors kind of really carried me. I still got an A. I mean, yeah, essentially time and practice improves your confidence in this class. So just take some time out of your day and understand the concept you're currently learning. You don't have to study a lot. I don't think your teacher will make you study a lot unless they do. Our teacher was very, very, very lenient. I'm telling you, nicest person ever, but just could not teach properly. If you figure out how things work, it's a very rewarding class. After I took this course, I saw the world in a different way. I noticed that I just kept on throwing things in the air. I don't know what it is with that. I just kept on throwing stuff in the air and just like looked at it go up and go down, and I just kept on pushing things with my finger. Like I just like pushed this and I understood how rotation works and stuff like that. But yeah, it changed my overall perspective on things, even though that it doesn't really matter. It's common sense to add that everyone knows, like, oh, if I pull this, then this is gonna happen. But it changed how I think of the world and how it works. That might be a positive outcome, you know? Another positive outcome, because I do want to leave on a good note. The whole class is way, 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 way harder than the AP exam. Now, I came out of this AP exam genuinely thinking that I got a 5. So, I mean, it's a little bit after that. I'm not going to be too overconfident. I think I got a 4 on this exam. But a 5 is possible, right? I'll show you my scores after this. Again, it's a very hard course. One of the hardest pass rates. One of the hardest classes ever offered. One of the hardest AP classes because of the pass rate. It's like a 60% pass rate. I could have been just a straight up lie. The test is way easier as long as you understand it by your exam. If you understand the core concepts of everything and how the FRQs work. The MCQ, at least the 2026 one, was really easy. I'm saying that right now, but I could have failed it completely. Yeah, the FRQ's okay. It's a very, very difficult class. Just take a deep breath and bear through it. Just understand the concept. If I could tell myself one thing at the start of the year, it's if I didn't understand anything in class that day, go home and review it until you do. That's what I would have told myself. And that's the only thing you really should know about this course. But overall, if you're taking it next year or whenever you're watching this, good luck on it and you will do fine. Yeah, this part I'm just throwing in at the end of these 3 mini videos that I've made today. But just in case you guys want to know what 5 are coming up next: AP Calc BC, AP Chemistry, AP Psych, AP Statistics, and AP Government. So those 5 are up next in 1 year when I finish my junior year. So stay tuned for that. And this is what I got on Human Geography. I'm more of a STEM major type guy, so social studies isn't really my thing, but that's